YouTube, it's Jim Chapman, American Airgun Hunter. I'm back in Minnesota again. Got back from another trip to Texas last week. And I want to tell you a little bit about this trip before we start off on it. I'd been down there for about a week. Had about 2 days left. I had a couple of tags left, one for a doe, one for a buck. And I thought I'd jump back down to his place at Salt Fork Ranch near Ballinger and see what I could do there. And what was really cool about this trip, I was doing something that I've been waiting to do. You probably know I got the AEA Zeus 72 caliber gun some time ago. I did a short video on it a few back. I'll put a link up to it here. I've been really looking forward to getting that gun out for a serious hunt. I'd actually wanted to try it for a big hog, but I didn't get a chance when I was hog hunting. There are hogs around Shawn's place, this property. He's got other properties that are full of them, but around this place. But I think probably I'm going to try to get a deer, either a doe or a buck for the freezer. Let's get on out. I'll show you what happened. It was a fun trip. I was a few days into my Texas trip, and it found me rolling through Ballinger again. Then onto the country road. Eventually winding up back at Salt Fork Ranch. I set up the AEA Zeus to check zero. This 16-inch barrel version of the Zeus had a bit of kick to it. It was hitting low and to the right, so I made a couple of quick adjustments. These are the first two. Then I adjusted the scope. I moved a little to the left and I moved it up. Moved it up 14 clicks, and it was higher than I wanted, so then I backed off 7 clicks. So I'm almost out of air, so I'm not going to test it, but I expect it to be right in here. The slugs I was using were the Mr. Hollow Point 440 grain hollow point, and they're doing about 980 feet per second for about 940 foot-pound of energy. Robert Vogel does it right. He develops his slugs to work in a specific rifle. I got set up in the blind and waited for sunrise to slowly break. Nothing much was happening. But then a nice doe came in. I still had a buck and a doe tag left, so I waited and watched. Finally, I decided to beg her for the freezer. It was an okay hit, but not exactly what I had wanted. I'm hunting this morning with the AEA Zeus 72 caliber. This is the 16-inch barrel carbine, and I was hunting out of a blind about 75 yards over that way, and a doe came out this morning and lined up the shot and hit her. I'm afraid I went a little too high. She ran back into the bush here. I think she wouldn't have gone too far. I could see through the scope. It was a clean hit. I was aiming right behind the shoulder. I'd sighted the gun in for 50 yards dead on, so I thought I needed to hold a bit high to be able to drop where I wanted it. And actually, at 72 yards, it went exactly where I was aiming, and I hit higher than I wanted to. The deer ran off into the bush. I don't think it went too far. We're going to walk back there and look at it. I tell you, this gun is sweet shooting. I'm using, I'll have to put this up in the, I'll put this up here somewhere about the bullet, but it's one of Robert Vogel's hollow points. It's not what I was calling the flying ashtray. It's a little bit bigger, but I'll put all the specs for it up there. Anyway, it was a good combination. The Zeus with a Vogel hollow point, 72 yards, and we'll go see what it did. Oh yeah. She didn't run far. She went about, I don't know, 15 yards, 20 yards, and most of it looked like she went downhill. We'll walk down and take a look at her. Well, put a hole in her. Go take a look. It's a huge hole. I've never seen an actual one so big a punch through with an air gun. Go take a look. There's a bullet for comparison. Well, there you have it. The 72 caliber Zeus. This is my first kill with this gun, and it was impressive. If I hit it in the shoulder, it probably would have rolled it over on the spot, but man, that was a big old hole through this thing. And I'm going to get her up and get her tagged and dressed. I think the reason this deer ran off is I shot too high. I didn't hit any bone, or it would have collapsed it on the spot. But the hole was huge, and it didn't run very far. It ran in less than 20 yards and dropped. I think it probably dropped faster than that and rolled down the hill. So what are my takeaway thoughts on the Zeus carbine? It's a nicely designed, nicely executed sporter style hunting gun. It's solidly built, very solidly built, and very compact, but it also weighs quite a bit. I like the side lever cocking with an integrated lever lock. The Zeus cycles quick and easy and offers great access to the loading port. The trigger is a medium pull weight with a crisp, repeatable break. But it's the accuracy, the power, and terminal performance that are really impressive. This gun is a tack driver. It offers excellent shot-to-shot consistency, delivers close to 1,000 foot-pounds of energy, and creates a wound channel you can just about drive a small truck through. I'm taking this gun back for monster pigs next. I think it'll perform on heavy, big body game very well.